We're truly at the level to which we, without some additional assistance, we can't open the doors next season. We can't do it. I'm very hopeful that we're going to be able to. But without some key people coming forward to help, we couldn't do it. One of them is an anonymous donor who supports us every year with a very generous gift.
Thank you, anonymous donor. We love you. You truly are anonymous, but we love you so much. Thank you.
We're not even sure if that's a single person or multiple people, but
Whoever you are.
whoever the anonymous donor or donors are,
thank you.
they support us very generously each year, and they know that we're struggling and have issued a secondary challenge grant for an additional $10,000 if we can raise $10,000 from new sources on our own. This is from individuals. It can't come from corporations or foundations. So we have just launched a campaign to try to get 100 people to give us $100, which sounds actually not like an enormous deal. It seems very doable, and yet the result to us is $20,000 total, and that gets us a 2011 season. That's the difference. So it's very important, and I'm happy to report that after the show, the first night, a single individual came up and made a pledge of 25 of those hundreds. So we're 1/4 of the way there from one person alone, and I've gotten 2 more since then, so we've had 27 people adding up to we have 2,700 so far, so we have whatever, 73 left to go.
Whoever the other 73 people are that are going to give us $100 each, we love you equally. We love you. 73 people giving us $100. And to see that love in person, you can see Timothy Jones after the evening's show this weekend. We're a technologically advanced, multitasking society. That's the way we experience our lives, and our art should be no different. Our art should mimic the shape of our lives, and this does, the PNME medium does that in a unique way that I've not seen elsewhere.
In all areas of society, and particularly in the arts, people are in love with labels. They love to label something. Oh, this is an uptown group, and that's a downtown group, and that's a this group. And, oh, you guys are a multimedia group. Oh, now I know what you do. No, you don't. Because we're not a multimedia group. What we try to do is we try to put on incredible performances, and we will use anything necessary to get that job done. Are we doing it so that we can incorporate multimedia? No. We do it because sometimes that's the right thing. Sometimes there's very little of that. It just depends. But I have so often, in fact, it may even be every single time someone has said, come and see my multimedia group. The actual performance has been terrible. Because the focus is on the multimedia. That's what we do. We do multimedia. Well, we just try to put on something great here. And we will use it or not use it depending on what's necessary for any particular show. Sometimes it's heavy on it and sometimes there's none. But I really think there's a critical distinction about how we approach it, because making a great performance is everything here. And subscribing to a style so that someone else can say, I know what PNME does. They're uptown, they're downtown, or they're tonal, or they're atonal. I think all that's hogwash. I just think the audience is either bored or they're compelled by something, and that's what we're always trying to do. We certainly fail sometimes, but we also hit it out of the park sometimes.
At least for me, Kevin iterated something that's probably, for me at least, the most extraordinary thing about this whole production, and that's that the music is never sort of dressed up in an artificial way, but everything that's done extra musical is always done to enhance the music, and that always has sort of remained in the spotlight, if you will, whenever we've done performances here. And that's probably, at least personally speaking, the most satisfying thing about this is that every time that we play a piece of music, it sort of is amplified by all the extra musical things that we do.
If you and I are two, then two is one.
Well, I can say there's one activity. Lindsay and Norbert and I always play golf on Sundays. This is the one thing we do very early. We leave about 6:15 in the morning. This is the one time to carve out and do it. I can say honestly that other than that, I'm almost always doing nothing but working. I sleep and I immediately get up and I fall asleep with my laptop in the bed and wake up and start working. So I'm assuming...
I go 6 blocks to the gym.
It may be a little different with Connor, because he doesn't actually practice, and so that saves him some time for free time.
I'm not practicing. I'm generally on an interstate inadvertently going out of town because I've gotten lost on my way to the theater from my apartment.
Don't you love
Classic
Pittsburgh, Connor?
Pittsburgh directions.
Connor is definitely here until 11 o'clock most nights.
Most nights.
He's working at it. Besides the golf, I do try to make some time every summer to see new installations or revisit my old favorites at the Mattress Factory. I want to throw out a shout to Barbara Udorovsky, the founder and owner of the Mattress Factory, who generously houses me in one of her artist apartments, and this summer has provided a second apartment where Connor is staying. She's an awesome lady. She's got a great collection there, and I stop in a couple times every summer because she's got some of the permanent installations are worth seeing
Multiple times.
every year.
Yeah.
Yeah, points of light.